Okay, so Robert here. I just thought I'd do a little video on the drones, the fixed wing drones. I usually fly the DJI drones. An idiot can fly those. They almost fly themselves. I mean, and I fly powered paraglider, but neither here nor there. But I've been playing. I was watching Painless 360 on the internet, and he's been very helpful. And he got me interested in the fixed wing drones, FPV. So he talked me into starting out with the Bixler. So I found an older version Bixler on the internet. It'd never been used, so I used the DJI Air Unit 3 regular, the light one, because at that time it was hard to get the Pro 04. I guess these are 04s. And then I just printed that little guy for that, and that works pretty good. And as you can tell, she's taken a beating from me trying to figure out how to configure all these flight controllers and get everything set up just right. But she's done well. I went ahead and bought a new one that I'm going to set up when I have time after I'm done beating this one up. But she's been great. I've enjoyed flying her. She's kind of slow, but she's been a great learning tool to learn how to configure the flight controllers and get all that stuff worked out. So then I moved up to this Atomic Dolphin, and I just love this thing now that I got it working. I've beat it up pretty good too, but as you can tell, it's hanging together pretty good. I'm using it with the Goggles 3 DJI Flight Controller 3, and then I built a little fan with a motor on it to cool the Air 4 DJI Air 4 Pro unit because it likes to overheat. Just sitting here, and then I just printed this little bracket guy for magnets that's sitting here, holds the antenna. It originally had two, but I wrecked it once, ripped one of them off, so I ordered this guy, and it seems to work okay. It has two mounts, but I only use one, and then there's a servo back in there for the camera, and it works pretty good. And then I added a temperature sensor that slides in underneath the air unit so that I can see the temperature on the heads-up display, or on the display on the goggles, so I can know if because of course if the air unit overheats, you lose everything, but it doesn't overheat with that. So, and it works just fine, keeps it nice and cool up there. And then everything else is pretty much standard. I'm flying it with a 2200. I want to get up to the bigger batteries, but I'm learning on this one, and it flies just fine. Flies for about 20 minutes on that guy. And then it's got the SpeedyBee F405 wing flight controller in the back, and then the GPS is over there, over on that side. And everything's worked out pretty good. I got the motor was recommended. What one did I end up with? It was the well, I guess you can see it. Man, that thing got a lot of power. Does really good. And I went online to these guys that build these motors, and man, he was great. I emailed him, he looked up the plane online, texted me back, and told me all the specs it would need and how high it would climb and what prop to put on it, and it worked perfect. So I have no complaints. The only upgrade I had to do was it took a bigger ESC, so I just made the hole bigger and printed me a new box in this thing and put the big one right there, and it worked just fine. So no complaints there. It works great. The camera's mounted to the yaw stick because of course I don't use it, which works just fine. And no complaints. Everything works perfect on this, and I got plenty of buttons to work. I did have to put me a little safety catch over my disable button on here, because every once in a while I'd bump my disable and it'd disable while it's flying. But other than that, it's got plenty of switches on this. The only thing that doesn't actually work on this is the little rotator knob for the camera, but I don't need it because I can just use the yaw on it. And of course, be sure and get your throws right, because I nosedived it the very first time I flew it, because I had my, on the drones, when you push the stick forward, it goes up. Well, on the planes, when you push the stick forward, if you got it configured wrong, it goes down. So I just had to fix that, but I learned that one pretty quick. So we'll see how that goes. I got a couple videos, I'll put them on there, but she flies great, man. I can take it. I'm not going to tell you how far I've flown her, because, in the States, you're not supposed to do that kind of stuff. But, man, that range on that DJI stuff is just great. just really good signal. So I'm quite delighted with it. So this part is the Bixler flying FPV, and it's doing great. I love that little plane, but it's not quite as much fun as the other one, but I do enjoy flying it. So just an overview. I flew this in January, late January, for middle part of February. I don't know. It's January, February, and here in Oregon. And so this is kind of nice. I mean, it's probably about 55 degrees out there, 50, 55 when I'm flying these. And this is just I walk out of my backyard and across to a field. It's just a neighbor of mine just says I can fly over there all the time. So I just throw them up and got plenty of places to land them if things don't work out. But this little Bixler flight is just lovely. I caught a nice day with some low clouds, so that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed a cloud flying.
Oh, there it goes. Nice.
So this part is just the Atomic Dolphin cruising around. Uh, it does great. Boy, this thing flies like a rocket. It really takes off well, climbs real fast. I'm not going to tell you how high or how far I flew it because, but it really does fly well. The DJI technology on the works perfect with the SpeeDB stuff, and it's just a lot of fun to fly this thing. And so I really enjoy it. And this is out of my backyard here in Oregon, so just love flying around here. But I thought you guys would enjoy this. Seeing this is kind of cool. And I probably should rotate the camera a little bit just so you can see the side wing and the rear tail thing. But I just put that on there for fun and don't think about using it much when I'm up in the air. But man, she's a blast to fly. Love flying her. Have a nice day.